Hello and welcome, new Revit user. Welcome to another edition of 1020, Introduction to Revit. Today I'm on the module assignment 3.2, Exploring Autodesk Revit. We're going to go in here and in this module we're going to take a look at exploring the Revit user interface using a handy model that Autodesk has provided. And this is going to actually show us a lot about what we're doing, because we're going to master these specific skills. We're going to identify elements of the user interface. We're going to use the zoom tool, which is your roller in the middle of your mouse button. We're going to save this as a Revit file, and we're using the Save As tool. And we're going to open and close the Revit drawing from Revit Desktop. But actually a little change to that last one, because right below here I have already attached it. So you can probably double click that and get the same result. But I did want to show you how to open up Revit. Just say if you were just starting off new, you just downloaded it and you wanted to see how to access it. So let's go do that. Okay, so your Revit will appear. Yours probably comes up somewhere, but you can move these around. So I have mine moved around. I'm going to double click. It's going to open up, but of course I've been messing around in Revit earlier today, so it's going to have show you some of the work that I've been working with. And it does take a little bit of time to load if it's a cold boot. If you already have Revit up and running and you choose open file, you'll have better and faster results. When you first load up, you have a choice if you want to make if you want to open an existing or create a new file. Just to show you what the new file would look like if you chose none of the things happening, you get a choice of, do you want to do imperial English units? Yes. Or do you want to do metric units available for the rest of the world outside the United States? And you'll go no. So you'll choose your imperial, and then you can browse. In the future, and you don't have to remember this now, but in the future, assignment number 2 asks you to choose construction default, and that gives you all the templates and the settings. So you don't have to go through this process of setting each. If you have a template, it saves you a lot of time. Another template I'm fond of using is the residential default, and if you wanted to engage that, you would go ahead and choose open. But that's further down the road. So let's just get out of this, cancel, and go back to cancel. Okay, so when I left you in the module, I had you go right here. Let's go back to we're going to download this. You can double click on it sometimes, but my machine likes to throw it up here into the new area, and then I have to go access it. And then I'll go ahead and open using a double click. I'll go to my Revit. That was a cold boot, so it's still starting up, and I probably have too many files open now. Okay, but for the sake of time, I'm going to open up the Revit file. This is what you should see when you load. It's going to be a very nice model that Autodesk has provided, and it's going to show you all the handy methods that you'll use to move around in Revit to access each of the pages. What we see here is a construction document, and a construction document is the topic of your EDGT 11,000. So that's coming up. But for us, we want to take a look at this, and there is a video that follows this down below. You'll move on to that video to see how you navigate within this model. And on the other side of that video, I'll do my closing announcements and show you what you need to turn in for work.